One of the things that you can do during this time of the year is start making some choices or some changes with your release aids, and more importantly, your style of shooting them. If you struggle with target anticipation, this is definitely the time of year to start working on that. And having a bow that's a little bit less aggressive, something that's a little steadier, something that aims a little better, and certainly something that groups better, builds confidence. So it's a great time to make some choices in regards to what release should I be shooting during this time. It's the perfect time to try a new release, that I can tell you. If I'm ever wanting to try a new release, I'm not going to do it the day before a tournament or the day before a hunt or even on a hunt. I'm going to pick a time of year where I have the ability to make some shots, take that thing through the proving grounds, build some confidence with it, and move on. So one of the things that I'll tell you for myself personally, and what I utilize during my off season, and you might remember this from School of Nock season 1, is that I really like to utilize that time to work on tension activated release, like the silverback, or a hinge release that's allowing me to aim a little steadier, manipulate the release a little bit more, but learn the patience of waiting and waiting, still maintaining pressure, but being a little bit steadier and letting that release go off. Hinge releases are a little bit trickier to shoot, to understand how to draw them back, also how they activate. Certainly if you're a wrist strap shooter and you want to try a handheld release for the first time, obviously we've got 3 different styles, but if you want to try a thumb activated release, this is the time of year to do that. You know, have your new release of your choice, regardless of what brand or what kind it is, and get yourself a little shot trainer or a right release and just work on how that thing feels in your hand, the position of your hand, how you anchor on your face to feel repeatable. You can really learn, whoa, okay, that's kind of fast. Put a little too much thumb on there. So, you know, I can find my anchor and then bring my thumb lighter and then start my pull. Whereas maybe if you're used to putting a little bit more finger with an index around it, you might end up having some difficulties. Or if you've never shot a handheld release, just learning that comfort of drawing back with one and feeling how it is on your face with your hand inverted rather than with all the pressure around your wrist. If you're shooting a tension-based release, you know, don't have that anxiety of trying it on a bow for the first time. Utilize something like this to where you can, you know, understand what that safety is and feel that comfort, letting off that safety, and then pulling through that shot. Okay, that feels good. Well, now that you're shooting a lighter poundage bow, learning a release, and especially learning good habits with the release, are going to be way more easily obtainable because you're not struggling holding that weight. You're not breaking form, pulling back too much weight. The great thing about this low poundage is that you can really start to learn efficiency and draw, and just raising that bow to the target, drawing back in line, and then if you have to let down, learn to let down. But having a release aid that you start to build confidence with and get reps with is going to be critical. This is the perfect time to do that. It's one of the things that I love about setting up my hunting bow to that target bow, because I go back to my releases that build good technique, good habits. It completely polishes me up so that when I head into hunting season and I convert my bow back over to putting those hunting arrows on, the broadheads, my 5-pin sight, my bigger peep, I'll be able to go to whichever release I want and make that good shot.